Welcome back to the Anoraker channel. We're here at the CES 2025 Samsung display event. I'm taking you behind the scenes to show you some of the upcoming cool display technology Samsung's working at. Now you're probably wondering, what's with this dog over here? And the dog is actually kind of a fun demonstration of just how durable Samsung's foldable displays are getting. So we're going to show you a full demonstration of just what they can do, or what this dog can do to their displays and not damage anything. Let's go check it out. So this is Samsung's foldable display dance floor. And if you'll notice at the bottom, all those displays going on are some of their current foldable and upcoming foldable displays. The demonstration here is just how tough these things are getting. So over here, Samsung's demonstrating that they're coming so far with their colors in their OLED displays that they're able to display a true orange. This on the left is sort of the more conventional tech, and you'll notice that orange is kind of a yellow. It's hard to make this happen because you're looking at your own monitors at home, but in person, the monitor on the right is far more vibrant and far more realistic of an orange. It actually looks like an orange you could eat in some ways, but you can even tell the difference between the orange in the background versus the orange on this couch, which is pretty impressive, and it just looks better overall. And they got there by getting Pantone certified, it looks like. It's actually pretty close to the real couch as well on that OLED display. Here's the actual couch that we're showing, and you can kind of see the difference. Samsung is also showing off the fact that they're producing more and more OLED tech for other companies for use in such as gaming monitors and gaming devices. The Steam Decks use Samsung technology, for instance. So does that desktop PC over there. This is an unrealistic, if not pretty sweet gaming setup to look at, and it's all powered by Samsung technology. The company naturally also couldn't resist mentioning that they have AI going into a lot of this to produce better and better visuals along the way. This is an examination of their new stretchable displays. So this Spear has a true 3D effect in person because this display itself is actually being stretched out around the spear shape, able to be stretched and survive the process. And it kind of gives it a really fun 3D effect in person because it really is 3D since it's coming out like a real spear. We'll do our best to show this one well, but this is Samsung's new OLED watch. They aren't releasing this yet, but the big thing to know is that in person, it's just so incredibly bright and so incredibly vibrant. You see every little detail of the spear coming through. It really looks like a giant TV has been shrunk down onto your wrist. It almost even looks real life. If you've ever seen the Spear in person, it actually doesn't look this good in person. This is a better version of the Spear by the time they're done. The only thing that kind of concerns me is the watch itself seems pretty thick to make it happen. That display is really far down inside the casing. And how about this? Flexible displays as essentially Post-it notes you could put on the wall. You'll notice there actually is a push pin right through the hole punch of this display. They do have some of the circuitry hidden below, so it's not quite fully there, but I like the concept. I'm someone who uses a chalkboard to keep track of all my upcoming future ideas for YouTube, and I could see moving to something digital like this and having it nice and bold and vibrant, but still really thin against the wall. The company's also showing off the fact that they have more and more flexible tech coming in new and interesting form factors. Samsung's continuing to expand on its foldable and rollable concepts with new form factors. So this little tablet right here seems pretty small, but here in a second it's going to extend on both sides and become a truly larger tablet that can do what you need on the go. It's the kind of thing that could potentially fit in your pocket and then become a bigger, more practical, functional device on the go. Just like this trifold device over here. Now we can't work with this trifold, but it will fold up both ways, essentially, to become kind of a more smartphone-sized device when you want it, or fold out to become a tablet when you want it. Current dual folds get you close to this, but this is a much larger form factor and gives you a lot more room to work with, but still would potentially fit in your pocket, if a little thick. So this is a safety idea, but I could also see it as being a privacy idea. This little in-car display is only visible in the driver position. If you scooch over to the passenger, or if you happen to be sitting in the passenger position, then it kind of fades away, which means it's less distracting for them, but also gives you some privacy as well. I hope this actually comes to smartphone tech, because I could just imagine it being great to be able to look at your stuff and not worry about other people seeing it. Here, Samsung is also showing out the fact that they have new under-panel cameras in the works for car instances. Basically, the idea is rather than reaching out and touching screens and taking your eyes off your road, you could hold your hand up to the camera and start using gestures to do different things in your car. I'm not sure how realistic this one is either, but it's an interesting display of what Samsung is trying to think about when it comes to in-car tech and how we interact with our vehicles. Along the way, Samsung's also showing off what its folded display tech might do in future cars. This little mock-up of a car was pretty interesting just to look at. It has a lot of in-dash stuff going on, but if you look towards the center, you'll see a version of its folded display tech. That's one display panel right there in the middle that's kind of curving over and then curving back. And that's due to its new folded display option, that it can make something like this happen in weird shapes. And of course, we have our OLED TVs that are getting brighter and brighter. The 2024 version was brighter than the 2023 version, and beyond that, the 2025 version will be even brighter than that. That's a big deal for OLED tech because it's been known to not be as bright as LCD technology. But here in this room, we had a lot of OLED TVs just shown, and they got super bright and super vibrant. They called this the OLED Jungle, and it was kind of fun to look at. Again, this is something you'd never see in real life, but it is a good example of what might be coming someday and what Samsung is working on improving in its own display tech. I hope you enjoyed seeing this kind of future look into what Samsung is doing. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Anoraker channel. We'll cover more CES stuff in the coming days. And until next time, bye!